But, yeah, what I wanted to get to before was the Midcard Championships. We were talking about this before the show in regards to the IC Championship and Big E Langston and whatever. And he did a good job with the title early on. I mean, the crowd was hot for his title change when he won it against Curtis Axel. And he defended a few times against Sandow, against Axel, against Fandango a few times. And now he's just not even on television. And when he is, he's just not doing anything. Like, he's been the third wheel. He's
been the center of the Cesaro Swagger feud.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about them.
Yeah.
It's not even about Big E. I was saying this before the show, but every time someone wins the championship, you think it's going to be a good, they're going to resurrect the championship. It's going to be important. And Rhodes did that for a couple of months. A lot of the guys in the last few years have just done it for maybe a month or so, and then it's just not important anymore. So what are your thoughts on the IC Championship not being defended at WrestleMania this year?
I think that it's pretty much bearing the title more than it already is. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the IC title and the U.S. title pretty much are down the tubes right now.
Yeah, I think the IC Championship is in a better place than the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, because he hasn't defended it in so many months.
Yeah, well, at least I could say like in the last hour because I know he defended it on Main Event tonight, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, but like somewhere that's like,
Before he defended against Mark Henry like a month ago on Raw when Mark Henry came back, I think the last time he defended it before then was in like October.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 months ago. It was ridiculous. But for a mid-card championship, it's completely useless. And a lot of people are saying now that they should have done Langston versus Ambrose at WrestleMania this year. And which obviously probably won't happen with the Shield match going on. We'll talk about the Shield in a minute. But a unification match between Big E and Ambrose probably won't happen this year at WrestleMania, but it will probably happen sooner rather than later. So what are your thoughts on the mid-card championships? And you just kind of said it, but your thoughts on possibly unifying the championships with the women's titles and the Divas title and the tag team titles and the world championships all being unified? Is it only a matter of time before the mid-card titles are unified too?
They probably will eventually get unified, but I feel like it's not good. What's not good for business?
It was not best for business.
I'll take Triple H words right there. Not good for business right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you got half the roster's mid-card guys. If you have only one title, then these other matches are going to be single matches that people really don't get a lot of interest in. Like
exactly.
If it's no stipulation, it's just a single match. It's not like marquee names like Taker and Lesnar. Like no one's going to really want to watch it, really.
Exactly. I think they have a mid-card, but they don't have a mid-card.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Ziggler, they have Sandow, they have everyone else I mentioned before, Ryback, Axel, and whoever else, but they don't put them in feuds. They're just randomly doing nothing. Ziggler, Miz, Christian, Sheamus they're kind of in a feud.
Yeah, but it's nothing. They already used it. They can't do anything now.
Yeah, exactly.
They already did all the stipulation match.
They did that.
So now they're pretty much done with that feud.
Absolutely.
Ambrose hasn't done anything since he's with the Shield.
Yep.
That kind of kills him because they're always throwing the Shield in together, so his title hasn't defended, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. He did some stuff early on, but aside from that, like I said, the first month is good. Everything after that, do nothing with him at all. But even so, though, I think it's the best thing. I think it's best for business if they just unified. I mean, at this point, there's really no point in keeping the U.S. title around. I like the U.S. title, but if they're not going to do jack shit with it, I mean, I think there's really no point in just keeping it around at this point.